Greetings to all of you, my dear sisters and brothers, and my dear friends. A warm welcome to all of you from your Pastor Yeti. Streams in the desert, some of the plunder taken in battle, they dedicated for the repair of the temple of the Lord. Great physical force is stored in the depth of the earth. In places such as coal mines, coal was produced by the tremendous heat that burned the ancient forests. In the same way, spiritual force is stored in the depth of our being and is brought about by the very pain we cannot understand. Someday we will see that the plunder taking in battle from our trials will simply preparing us to become like great heart in our pilgrim progress. So we too could lead our fellow pilgrims triumphantly through trials to the city of the King. But may we never forget that the source of learning to help others must be the experience of victorious suffering. Whining and complaining about our pain never does anyone any good. Paul never carried the gloom of a cemetery around with him, but a chorus of victorious praise. The more difficult his trial, the more he trusted and rejoiced, shouting from the very altar of the sacrifice. He said, "Even if I am being poured out like a drink offering on the sacrifice and service coming from your faith, I am glad and rejoice with all of you." Lord, help us today to draw strength from everything that comes to us. He placed me in a little cage, away from gardens fair, but I must sing the sweetest songs, because he placed me there, not beat my wings against the cage. If it's my Maker's will, but raise my voice to heaven's gate and sing the louder still. Always when I come to words from Paul, a very strong example, we see that he went also through a lot of suffering and accusing so many times. We can learn from him. Sometimes it's not easy to go through a process of focusing on Christ. I understand that. But I think the only way we move on is to give little by little the awareness that only focusing on Christ will help us to come out of our pain and suffering. We are so quick distracted and just focusing on our own pains and suffering. And I'm not judging you or me, no. But it seems to be very hard in our humanity, even as Christians, to bring it all for the throne of God. Let's have this day as a new episode in your life to start anew. Because always things will pop up. The ones will be much stronger than the other one. The one we maybe will have already victorious wanted or the other will have more time. There's only one relief. To give ourselves completely to Him and walk our pilgrim's way. Indeed, Paul never carried the gloom of a cemetery around with him, but a chorus of victorious praise. And sometimes our heart is not singing because our soul is in a place that needs healing. And maybe we give the soul not much attention and just let it come. I don't know. Think about it. Because indeed, the more difficult his trial was, the more he was trusted and rejoiced in the Lord. And he is encouraging us also that trust in the Lord in all circumstances. He doesn't say accept them. He said trust. Give it all back. And today, it's a new day. What weather it also is. If it's raining, if the sun shines, it's a new day given by our Creator, who is longing for us, who is waiting for us to sit on His lap and said, Lord, it's not working. It's something that I overlook and it's not working. I'm always in the same place when things go wrong, and that's focused on that. Time and a quiet place and a peaceful area. Rest my souls in the presence of our God, and let Him restore you and lift you up above all that we cannot come. Blessings to all of you, my dear ones. This is your Pastor Yeti. Bye.